Good.
Awesome. This is my audience. Cool. Hey guys, so have you guys seen the TV show Unsellable on HGTV and thought to yourself that that is something that you would like to pursue, and especially after seeing the commission? Well, I actually went ahead and thought that, and I ended up taking a real estate class here at Coldwell Banker down the street here in Joliet. So what I'm gonna go ahead and go over is the requirements to get your real estate license and to become an agent. I'm gonna go over the daily duties of a real estate agent, and then also just walk you guys through a closing or what that at least looks like. So to begin, I'm gonna go ahead and go with the requirements. So the requirements to be a real estate agent: one, you need to be at least 18 years or older. The second thing is you need to have a high school diploma. And then according to the Illinois Realtor website, in Illinois, you must satisfy a 75-hour pre-licensing course. So 75 hours is essentially 6 weeks, or at least that's what it was for myself. So after you go ahead and complete that 75-hour course, you become eligible to take the national exam and the state exam. The national exam consists of 100 questions. The state exam consists of 40 questions. And just know that you have to pass with at least a 75%. I was lucky enough to pass it my first time. So once you go ahead and pass that exam, you can start looking for a real estate company to work for. So once you find that real estate company, which is basically your spontaneous broker, you can go ahead and apply for your license. So it does take a while to get your license, approximately 45 days. So for the first 45 days, you'll be under the management of your sponsoring broker, and you can go ahead and start doing transactions that way. So the next thing I'll go ahead and go over is the daily duties of a real estate agent. And for that, I'll go ahead and reference Shelley Zavid's book, Your First 365 Days in Real Estate. So agents are tasked with many duties and responsibilities, from lead generation and marketing to open houses and property closings. Still, many agents start their day catching up on administrative agreements, lease records, and coordinating appointments, showings, and open houses. Also meeting with other clients. You also just go over your marketing material. So you'll go ahead and check your social media, you'll check your email, and just catch up with potential clients and network. So then your afternoon primarily, or more than likely, just be showing houses, going over listing appointments. So at a listing appointment, for example, you'll just go with the client and potentially run a CMA, a comparable, to see what their home would be valued at. And once you guys complete agree on a price, you'll go ahead and sign a contract and put that listing out. So the next thing I will go ahead and speak and talk to you guys about is how to close a transaction. So according to the USnews.com, a house is the biggest purchase they'll ever make, and although the prospect of a new house can be increasingly exciting, it can also be incredibly disconcerting, especially as new homeowners anticipate parting with a huge chunk of change. So with that being said, there are many different things that go into a closing. So of course you have to find a home. Once you find that home, you'll go ahead and submit an offer, and then after the offer has been accepted, the attorneys will go ahead and review that documentation, and then the contract will move forward to inspection. That's where the buyer will inspect the home, see if there's any repairs needed. If there are, hopefully the seller is willing to make those repairs. After inspection, we're going to go ahead and move over to appraisal. Appraisal is just going to see if the home is actually worth what you were purchasing for. So that's just the lender double checking that. And then once all that is good, the buyer will just get a bunch more documentation where they will go ahead and just sign. Once those documentations are submitted and whatnot, you hope to get a clear to close from your lender. Once you go ahead and get that clear to close, you'll go ahead and schedule the closing. where the buyer will get the keys and the seller will walk away with the check. So in closing, I walked you guys through what the requirements are for real estate agent, how to close the transaction, and everyday life of a real estate agent. Gary Keller, owner and founder of Keller Williams, says a life worth living is a life of no regrets. And I feel that a career in real estate is very fulfilling, especially the schedule is very flexible and the income potential is unlimited. So I hope you guys like my speech and have a good one. And then there's my audience. Cool. Thank you guys.